of the most fun things that I find about being the advocate is that I have an opportunity to try a bunch of new brushes as they come out on the market. And the Aura was one that was really unexpected and a great surprise for me. It comes in a 3/4 and it comes in a 1/2 inch, and it works really well for texturing and blending, but I found that it works as a imprint brush a whole lot better than that. So I'm just going to use the 1/2 inch right now. One of the things that when you're making Santa beards, you find that you got to go in and you got to base coat that particular area first, and then you come in and you do all of the hairs over the top of it. Well, because this brush holds so much water and paint in it for you, it holds a really great load. I'm able to get all of the base coating and all of the lines that I need rather quickly with this brush. So if I wanted that to be my background and then I came back into it and I added all of the extra little streaks of that beard, that would be a really quick and easy way for me to get that Santa beard all filled in. The other thing that it does really well is the traditional grasses and shrubs. So if you just take it and you just pull it out, you're easily able to get the things that you need. Animal fur would be a breeze with this as well. Really nice and soft. So when I was testing the brush and playing with it, I loved all of these applications, but I thought I wanted to try something a little bit different. So one of the things that I did is I took and I used it in my green paint. I just loaded it up with my darker or medium value green, tipped it into my other, and again, the thing that I like about this brush is you do not have to be a painting expert or an artist and able to use it. So I'm going to take this and I'm just going to lay it down and I'm going to let it make its impression. So I can take it and I can either lay it down this way and carry it down and make a sweet little Christmas tree, or I like to add a little bit of a pull to it so that it looks like I'm getting those branches in. I'm going to put a little bit more color, add a little bit of my light to it, and I'm just going to work myself down. So if I use that little pyramid shape, I'm actually able to come in and get that Christmas ornament done rather quickly. So if it does that well, how about if I just added a stem on there and I created some pine boughs? So I'm just going to take and I'm going to put a little bit of a brown color just kind of coming down on my palette here. And then again, I'm going to load it into my colors. I'm a little bit soupier than I probably want to be there. I'm just going to take the brush and I'm just going to lightly carry my pine boughs across in both directions. Now I'm using it kind of washy, but it would be easy for you to use fuller strength paint and a couple of different colors in there to be able to create this. One of the things that's a little bit difficult to do, and I'm always trying to figure out a different quick and easy way to do some things, are pine cones. So I started experimenting with this and I just loaded it into a mid-value brown. I tipped the heel of it, which is the back flat part of it, into a darker value because I'm kind of lazy, don't want to have to shade and highlight all at one time. And then I'm going to come back into just a little bit lighter value and I'm just going to kind of mix it into the color that I have over here. Then I'm going to come in and I'm going to start my imprint. So I'm going to lay that down, and as I carry that down, I'm able to get myself the shape of a pine cone really nice and easy. So if I had my pine bough coming across the top, my little pine cone coming down at the bottom, that would be an easy way for me to do that. The one other thing that I decided I would do with this is, it's interesting how when you start one little thing, something else always seems to evolve. I really thought that this would make a really great poinsettia. So I loaded it in red, I tipped it in a little bit of yellow, and then I laid it down like an imprint. So I thought, man, that'd be kind of a fun little flower as I came all the way around. And it did. That worked out really nice and sweet. And that open hole allows me to have the color that I have in my base coat coming up through the top. Well, then I thought, wouldn't that be kind of fun to use in a different way? So I loaded it on a black background. I loaded my brush in white. So I'm just going to show you it here on a white background with a little bit of blue in it. I'm going to ice that up just a tiny bit by putting a little bit of aqua in it too. Again, I don't have to have a lot of ability when I'm working with this. So originally I laid it down and was thinking, oh, that flower thing was really fun and cool. I think I'm just going to put this in with a couple of different colors. And then I started to add, and now remember, I'm on a black background on white as I'm doing this, and the more it grew, the more amazing my snowflake became, all in one stroke. So just by laying that down, I now have a unique and easy way to put in a snowflake. So sometimes just playing with the brush, you get a fun new technique. So don't be afraid to try some different things with these brushes. They're not just good for blending and texture and hair, they're good for imprinting as well. I hope you enjoy using the new Aura.